Good morning children. Now we are going to discuss about prediction of products of electrolysis. Means what happens when electricity is supplied through electrolytic cell in different conditions. First condition is given when inert electrodes are taken. Inert means platinum electrode or graphite electrode. Each one is inert, right? Second condition when electrodes are made by active metals like copper, zinc, silver. Then what is observed? Which products are obtained on electrolysis of electrolytic solution. So first condition, electrolysis of copper sulfate solution using copper electrode. Copper electrode means active electrode. Now this type of arrangement is required. This electrolytic cell, each electrode is made by copper metal. Anode by copper, cathode by copper. As you know, anode is positively charged, cathode is negatively charged. This is the source of electricity. When electricity is supplied, then what happens? First step is a dissociation. Dissociation of copper sulfate into copper ion and sulfate ion. And second step is redox reaction. Right? So what happens here? Oxidation of copper metal into copper ion. This process occurs at anode. It means anode dissolves. And second is reduction at cathode. Here copper ions are coming from copper sulfate solution and from anode. Then what happens? Reduction of copper ions into copper metal, and this copper metal gets accumulated around this cathode. It means size of anode decreases, and at the same moment of time size of cathode increases. Now, second condition, electrolysis of copper sulfate using inert electrodes like platinum electrode, graphite electrode, right, or carbon electrode. Then what happens? Then oxidation of water occurs at anode. And what is oxidation reaction? For water molecule, water is also electrolyte, although weak electrolyte. Then what happens? Oxidation of water into hydrogen ion. How many hydrogen atoms are present here? 2. Right? 2 hydrogen atom gives 2 hydrogen ion, losing 2 electrons, and oxide ion. Now, second possible reaction, same number of electrons are accepted at cathode, right? And copper ions are reduced into copper metal. It means one product is common in each condition, which is copper metal at cathode. But one product is different, which is anode product. So in this case, what happens? Which product is obtained? O minus. In second case, oxygen gas is obtained. Now children, next content is study discussion of batteries. What is the difference between cell and battery? Single device is known as cell and group of more than one cell is known as battery. On the basis of function, internal structure of battery, batteries are classified in 2 categories. First is primary battery or primary cells. Cannot be recharged. Once a cell becomes dead, cannot be recharged. Such type of cell or battery is known as primary battery. For example, dry cell, which is also known as Lagrange cell, In this Lagrange cell, anode is made by zinc metal, and zinc is oxidized into zinc ions. This is internal structure of dry cell. Dry cell means electrolyte is present in the form of paste, dry powder. So this is known as dry cell. This vessel outer body is made by zinc metal, which acts as anode. This is a cap, which is also made by metal, and this is cathode. Cathode is made by carbon. This is carbon rod, which acts as cathode. Now, this carbon rod is surrounded by black color powder, which is known as manganese dioxide. What is taken? MnO2 powder. And between this and this one, a zinc vessel and Mn powder, mixture of two more chemicals, electrolytes. One is NH4Cl. Now what is possible reaction? When this dye cell is in working state, then oxidation occurs at anode and reduction at cathode. Okay, this is rough equation. What happens? This process occurs at cathode. And for cathodic reaction, surface is provided by carbon powder. Right? So collectively, black colored powder of MnO2 and NH4Cl acts as cathode. What happens? Same number of electrons are accepted by ammonium ions, and ammonium ions give ammonia gas. And what is addition reaction? This ammonia, this is addition reaction. This ammonia gas reacts with zinc ion and forms complex. Okay children, this is important part. Where does ammonia go? This ammonia gas reacts with zinc ions, and zinc ions are also present in this cell and forms this complex. This is complex compound. Okay, and efficiency of this cell is only to produce 1.5 volt electricity. Very low efficiency. 1.5 volt electricity. So this is dry cell. Once that cannot be recharged, and this cell we use in torch. Simple cell. Now second dry cell is mercury cell. This is net reaction in mercury cell. Here anode is made by zinc, mercury amalgam, and cathode by mercury oxide. And what happens? Zinc metal is oxidized into zinc oxide, and mercury oxide is reduced. Now second type of battery is secondary cell or secondary battery. Now children, like primary batteries classified into two types, two categories. First is dry cell, second is mercury cell. In the same manner, secondary cell is also classified into two categories. First is lead storage cell. And second is NiCad cell or nickel cadmium cell. Lead storage cell due to accumulation of lead as PbSO4. Storage due to accumulation of lead as PbSO4 at each electrode. This cell is also known as lead storage cell. Now, what type of arrangement is required? Now, what are possible reactions in lead storage cell at anode? As you know, here anode is made by lead and cathode is made by spongy lead oxide, which is PbO2. Right? This is the connection of more than one lead storage cell only to increase its efficiency. efficiency of single lead storage cell is only to produce 2.0 volt, but when more than 2 cells are connected, then we can increase its efficiency. 1, 2, 3. This is a combination of 3 lead storage cell. What is total efficiency? 3 into 2 is equal to 6 volt. It depends upon our requirement. Right? At anode, what is possible reaction? Anode is oxidized, always oxidation occurs. Anode is oxidized, and which solid substance is obtained on the surface of lead? PbSO4. This is thin coating of PbSO4. Second possible reaction at cathode, PbO2, sulfate ions. Sulfate ions are coming from this electrolyte, which is 38% sulfuric acid, and electrons from anode. Then what happens? Reduction of PbO2 into PbSO4. You can verify. Your oxidation state of lead is +4. Your oxidation state of lead is +2. In this manner, lead is reduced from +4 to +2. Your lead is oxidized from 0 to +2. Right? What is observed, children? At each electrode, thin coating of PbSO4. Thin coating of PbSO4. Right? So this is working state of lead storage cell. When cell becomes dead, then we can recharge it. But in second state, then cell acts as electrolytic cell. During recharging, like recharging of mobile, during recharging, cell acts as electrolytic cell. Then what happens? In second state of this cell reaction just reversed. It means anode acts as cathode and cathode acts as anode. Right? In this manner, what happens, children? This thin coating of lead sulfate is dissolved at each electrode. And again, in third state, cell will act as electrochemical cell. Right? So this is conversion of cell from one state into another state. Before dead state, cell acts as electrochemical cell, and during recharging in dead state, cell acts as electrolytic cell. Now second type of secondary cell is nitrate cell. It means nickel cadmium cell. Here anode is made by cadmium and cathode by nickel. And electrolyte is potassium hydroxide. What is net equation? Net equation is oxidation state of nickel is +4. Nickel is reduced from +4 to +2. Your oxidation state of cadmium is 0. Cadmium is oxidized from 0 to +2. Thank you, children. Again, I am expecting positive response.